What is going on, everybody? Your McLaren Speed Shop World Champion coming at you with a different video. The way too early look at what my OP06 build potentially would be. This is just going off in some trial stuff, some runs, and right now this build is just absolutely zipping, and I'm feeling pretty good about it and just flying around and beating people like right now. But again, it's way too early. I have no idea about the actual like OP06 leaders and stuff like that, so I don't know how the other decks function. So this is just without looking or learning anything about the new set, so we'll see. Obviously, once I dive into that, it'll be a lot easier to build a deck depending on what all the top decks and cards are going to be, so we'll see. But as of right now, it was just I put together a deck that fixes our issues in 05. And obviously, as you can see, we're running film, and then the other two cards that stick out are Reiju here. I have no idea how to pronounce her name. I only read, so I don't know how to, but we're going with that. But obviously this card is now a staple for us. Like, it's nuts. Less on, and you know, obviously we normally play and we have not that many cards in hand. You get to draw two just on play. No more needing queen, filtering stuff, no more of the filter cards, they're gone. Just bang, you just get two cards on play for free. It's very, very nice. And then into our other one before I drive into the film, I have Yanji in here because Yanji is pretty nuts. This card is super, super strong. It is our Borsalino. 4 cost, but this is better than Borsalino because we're always going to have less Dom than your opponent. So this guy's just going to be, this guy's perma 6k. So this is a 4 cost blocker that's going to be 6k, and for that utility and that like resource of only 4, and it works with our ability, there's nothing in the game that is that good for us. And moving into now to the film stuff, Shiraya, another staple card in my opinion. This card is nuts. This card is so strong. Like, its ability, it's not only just a blocker, so its ability once per turn when attacking and blocking, this character becomes the same power as your like the opponent's leader. So that means straight up this card plus just any kind of counter that you have, like if you're in the situation of 1k counter, can't get destroyed. And if, like, depending on your leader, if they attack you, if they put a bunch of Don on their leader and attack you, you get to block, use your ability, and then for the rest of that turn, this guy is just at whatever they attacked you with their leader, which is nuts. And then obviously you can use it just regular blocking, but also too, if they attack you with a character, he also becomes the power of the leader, so whatever that may be. And that means your opponent has to then like think around like how to attack to get this guy out. And then also too, when attacking, he is just at like 5k 6k default, so you don't have to worry about like needing to put any down on this guy ever, which is great, especially for us because we're just so down dependent. And then moving into the other new card, we got Max, who is the same as Gordon, same ability, places character minus 3000. So I have 3 of 3, running 6 total right now. Probably may adjust the numbers, but as right now, wanting to do that. And then our other ones, we have Film Law, and then Ain, Uta, and then our other now kind of core card is, which also fixes the problems, is Fiesta here, which is search and also majorly 2k counter. So another 2k counter, which is sick, which is something we needed. But now that with the film like cards, all of these are searchable. So Ain, Uta, Shiraya, Max, Gordon, and Law, like all of them are searchable with this search, which is nuts. And now we have a card we can play in the opening turns. So turn 1, if you're going first or second, you have this to play, which is sick, and a 2k. So now we have 2k here, and the 2k with Sanji, and obviously our regular plays. But yeah, now the way I got this set up though is obviously we're right around the range of everybody's, like no one's higher than a 4 cost, because I built this just to absolutely fly at people. Because in my opinion, Law's strengths, like the strength of this deck is early game to mid game. There's not a deck in the game that is as strong as Law. Like, until your opponent is able to then drop like the high Dawn cost characters, we're able to fly at people, and to play, depending on your card setup, you can play insanely aggressive. And by the time it gets to like turn 4 for your opponent, turn 4, turn 5, you could have upwards of like your all the characters out. if you're just ripping and flying, especially with the now that we have the strats here, and then being able to refill our Don with Ain, the boys, and Beppo. So there's all that. We have a search now, so now you get to search for any kind of film card you may need, like a power reducer, blocker, another power reducer, which is sick. And then we just have our draw now to refill. So now that's why I love this card so much, is it just feeds into my playstyle that already was there. So now I'm just able to fly at people even more. And then I can just drop this, get 2 more cards, and you can play. The sick thing is all these characters we can play off our ability. So you can then, especially if you're going like second, since we have so many 4s, like being able to drop a 4 and then shambles out whatever they have and then bring in another character immediately. And especially in the age of like the cost removal stuff, having multiple 4s is pretty solid because that puts just more strain on your opponent. And yeah, and then obviously we have our other core staples, Rush Zoro, which is just great because a lot of the cool thing going up against the removal decks, Rush characters are a weakness of removal decks because they get the hit in. But yeah, this is the build though, the way too early into OP06 build. Obviously, we're still a ways away from that, so this is definitely subject to change because I have no idea what to expect with any of the other leaders. So if there's like a major weakness in this build to one of them, obviously we'll have to make adjustments. But as of right now, I'm kind of cooking with this build. It just flows together. It's just so everything works together so well and just complements each other. And you can just play like we have just unlimited combinations now to do, and it's great. And you're just able to overwhelm your opponent. And if you're able to get out multiple characters and just continuously attack them, you just burn through everything in their hand because they have to sack like everything to be able to counter out. And it's very, very nice. And then obviously, yeah, got the Fire Fist and our bailout beams just in case. But just because I don't know what to expect with the other characters and the other leaders. I know like with some of them might be a little bit different, so these might have to move around these and stuff too. But again, just not enough experience or knowledge that I have to be able to know. But yeah, right now though, absolutely ripping people, at least on the sim with this and 06. And so dive into some games and I'll show you how it goes. Alrighty, so starting off Law v Law. I feel like this is pretty good, so we'll just keep that. We got our search. No idea what to expect in any of this action, but let's drop this. We'll grab Shariah and then call her good. This Shariah, I think, is just a insanely good card. Like that ability is nutty, especially against like certain people. That's crazy. So we get raise max, and now we're sitting pretty okay. Okay, yeah, I'll take the 2. So we get a Zoro. So I'm sitting at 4. I could straight up just drop Law onto Zoro here, get Zoro out, and then bring in Beppo, and then still attack them. So we'll attack them 5 and 5. Alright. So then, we'll deploy this. 1, 2, 3. Get them out. Bring in Beppo, and there we go. So now we're sitting at 2, which will put them in a spot where now they can't take advantage if they have like Beppo or something. So attacking me directly. We use Sanji and block that one. Keep it at 2. So they're throwing down Kid. Alright. And then Zoro. Alright. Interesting. Interesting play. And we get Reiju. Hell yeah. Hopefully, I don't know how to pronounce her name, but that's what I'm going with. So I got Max. We drop on the Kid. Then we're going to drop a Zoro as well. I could bring in Ain. Then we also get to attack with Beppo here. So this is gonna be real crispy right here. So bang onto them. Then I'll throw down Zoro. And we're gonna go 1, 2, 3. Get them out of here. Bring in Ain to get us another one, and now we get to attack with everybody. So 5 on 5. Alrighty. Attack another 5 on 5. And yeah, nothing they can do. So good quick little showing for us. This I mean, yeah, we won real quick. They could have extended things a little bit, but they don't. They only have Otama, so they could get out 1. Then they'd have to attack. But yeah, so all right, there we go. We win the mirror, the film build over the build they got going on, and yeah, good start for us. Alrighty, so this is gonna be an interesting one. I have no idea what to really expect with the Yamato here. So we have 2. We get to throw down this. Well, I guess we gotta grab Shiraya. Alright, so they got double attack. Opponent has 3 less life. Okay, well, that's not great to have to deal with. And then you may reveal up to 1 Wano. Okay. So this is going to be, I feel like, a tough matchup. That's crazy. Double attack is pretty nuts. So, opponent's 3 life, place top card, leave your deck. Alright, on KO. So 7 on 5. I feel like we could take this first one. Okay. And now we can just do some stuff. So I need to bring in, yeah, blocker, like Uda blocker, or Shiraya. So we do that. Let's just do this first off. 0 on 0. Because I mean, if I get to waste a card here, like protecting it, that'd be kind of fun. Alright, we'll take that. So let me drop, well, which blocker do we want to drop? Because I gotta drop Shiraya. We try that out, or Nyanji be at 6k. I want to kind of try out Shiraya here. So we'll attack them 6 on 5. Alright. Then we'll do minus our 3. 1, 2, 3. Bottom deck that anyways. Get this out and do that. So now we have Shiraya, and with Shiraya's ability when blocking becomes base power the same as when blocking attacking once per turn. So they're gonna like if they attack with their leader, or if they attack with like any other characters, whatever they have on their leader, Shiraya becomes that. So you can just use Shiraya and then like any other, just kind of 1k, and then you're good. So they're attacking 5 on 0. Okay. It's an interesting move. But yeah, I don't know what to expect with Yamato, because I haven't looked into like the 6 set stuff like at all. So absolutely no clue like what to need to expect and like what to need to play and stuff like that. But we got our max. We got some speed with Zoro we can throw down. And then I can set up another blocker with Yanji or Shiraya. So who's this? You may put the life in your hand, put 1 card on the top of your life, from your hand to the top of your life pile. Alright, that's a bit annoying. But it is what it is. So they put definitely some kind of life trigger in there. So another Kazuki. I mean, that might be a good sign though. So who's this? Alright, can attack your opponent's active characters. Your opponent has 3 less life cards, play this card. I wonder if they would put something like that in there. Alright, we get another Zoro. So I'm at 5. All right. I would like to. So if we could play another blocker, he'd just be chilling there. And then I can attack this, get rid of it, scoop this, and then attack them. They'll have some kind of shenanigans going on. So probably should do that first. So let's attack 5-on-0. Alright, they get rid of that. I'm gonna throw 1 on us. We'll attack them 6-on-5. Let's see what they get. So they get this, which is fine, because now I can do this. Bang. And then I can drop a 3, which is our other Shiraya again, which works. And then I can go 1, 2, 3, scoop that. So I'm sitting at 2. Who do I want to bring in? Bring in Ain, get another one for next turn. So there we go with that. And then trying to think, I could just, let's just use this Shiraya and we'll get to attack 5-on-5. So now he stays at 5k until the start of my next turn. And then if they, whatever they put on their leader here, if they try to attack any of your characters, they can then use this Shiraya and use the ability to do that and then cancel out with like a 1k. So feeling all right. Got a decent little setup of cards here. All right, they block out of that. So we'll see what else they got. So they're sitting at 7. We got rid of their little play here that they tried. So that was cool. But yeah, next turn we're going to have 5. We can... Honestly, I don't know if they have blockers. If they don't have like a blocker and stuff, we're looking... I feel like we're looking pretty good. Oh, okay. Well, that works out for them. So attack me 9-on-5. Okay. So that's what they want to do. But the crazy thing is their leader's at 9k, right? So can I do this? Oh, never mind. Okay. It's just like that. Alright. I'm dumb. Forget I said that. I was hoping it would, I was wondering if it would count like that because they have the 4. That would have been sick. But, alright, so we attack 1 there. So I have 5. We can get another blocker. And then for 4. And I have this as well. So I could scoop this for free. So let's just do 6-on-5. See what shenanigans they got. Can't attack. Alright, I mean that's like a good sign then, yeah. So 5-on-5. Alright. Then attack him again 5-on-5. Then we play this blocker. Get rid of them. And then I'll bring in another blocker. And then there's like not a whole lot they should be able to do. Alright. So yeah, Yaji's gonna be, so throw down Yaji, he's gonna be at 6. So then we go 1, 2, 3, get rid of this. We'll bring in, I feel like bring in Uta and then just to be safe. So select a character to replace. We'll do this Shiraya, so then we're all at like the 5s. So now I got 3 blockers, and things are hopefully going to be okay. So we'll see. Okay, so they throw down Yamato, which is fine. Like, that means there's literally nothing they can do. Because again, this guy's at 6, so we're chilling. So we got him in just an absolute just blender right now. It really doesn't matter what they do. Bang. Block. See you later. See you later, pal. It's GG's on this now. I don't believe they have anything they can do. And I have Zoros as well, so we can just go. We can just get real silly with it. So 6 on 5. And I have a max too in case they get any blocker shenanigans. Alright, well, that doesn't really matter here. Discard a card from their hand to play a card. Alright. Oh, whoops. Okay, well, we backed out of the main menu because they conceded, but there's the dub. But, yeah. Pretty good there. Blending, putting Yamato just in the absolute blender with these blockers. It's fun. Alright, here we go. Against Moria here. Not exactly sure what to expect, but we get our search off the rip. Let's grab Shiraya. I love this card right now. Or like been so helpful. Okay, Corona. Select. Oh, I gotta select a card to trash. That's annoying. What's this one at? 5K. So gonna drop this. Keep this. I guess I got rid of a Shiraya. Can we get Beppo? Draw a card, draw a Don. So I'm at 4. We're gonna drop a Film Law. Well, here, I'll attack first just to see what kind of happens. So attack 5 on 5. They take a hit. So let's drop Film Law on that. Get that down. 1, 2, 3. Do that. Bring in the boys. Alrighty. So I have no idea what to really expect with Moria, depending on what they're running. I've seen like a little bit. I know people do like the cost remove stuff, but I mean, it seems pretty good. Like the chain summon out of their trash, pretty strong. Like this is so if they do their ability, they have to have 1 Don on to do it. So they could play a 4 and then attack, and then they put the top 2 and then get to summon a 4. So I mean that's pretty strong. So we'll see. We'll see how we can kind of pull this out. This next turn, probably should get Shiraya kind of cooking here. So 6 on 5. All right, we get an Uta blocker. So they have Borsalino. Interesting. So I'm gonna do. We're gonna max Borsalino. Bang. And then who do I want to put down though? Put down Shiraya, and then go into Beppo. Probably. So deploy that. -3, 1, 2, 3. Get this out of here. Bring in Beppo to get another one. And then we'll lead off. Attack him 6 on 5. Alright. Attack him again 5 on 5. They block that. And then we'll attack him again 5 on 5. Alright. So that's an okay little setup. We have a Fire Fist as well. So next turn I have 5. I'm going to drop this on somebody. So they get their stinky little chain summon. Who can they bring? So this guy or Cerberus. They've got a bunch of cards, so this is a bit of a problem, but we'll see. See what we can do. Because I have Shiraya. -3 cost. Okay, they're doing Beppo. Okay. So, do they have Rob in this deck? They do? Okay. So we gotta deal with Rob Lucci again. That's so annoying. So do that. Keep them up. Yeah, that's a bit stinky. All right, we draw the boys again though, so that'll be coming clutch here. How do I want to go about this though? So I drop 2, and then if I -3, I'll have 2, then 4. I could drop Reiju, grab 2 cards though, which would be kind of nice, and that leaves us 3 to attack with. So I could start off attack just straight up like that. So 7 on 5. Alright. Then attack 6 on 5. Alright. And then we'll do that. Let me attack them 5 on 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Get them out. So I'm sitting at 2. Keep these guys for that. Blocker. Grab Reiju. Alright, cool. We get some 2K counters. Alright. So we have 4. We got them down. The only thing that stinks is we don't have a cost reducer, so we'll see. It kind of just depends what they do here, though. Because I have 2K counters to block out any low attacks. If they don't get down to blocker, we're kind of chilling. But I guess if they're doing Rob Lucci cost removal, we'll see how that goes. But I'm not exactly sure what all they got. So yeah, it's a trade up just like Sakazuki, but you can summon from trash. So that's gonna be pretty annoying to deal with. I feel like the cost removal and they get to chain summon is kind of wild. All right, cool. This is ideal right here. All right, and well, they didn't have it. I don't know why they disconnected, but or why they conceded, I guess. Did they mess up? I don't know what this deck is, but so they were attacking 6. We would have blocked that with the boys here to keep them alive, and then they have 8. So what else? What are they running in here? So they would if they would have dropped this. Okay. Oh, I guess did they attack and then forget to do their? Wait, no, they'd have to rest 2 if they did that. So then they only could play Sakazuki. They have the only blocker they have is Sabo. And then, dang, Perona has 2K counter, 4 cost, 2K counter. And it's got 2 abilities. Your opponent discards, give up to one of your opponent's characters. That's nuts. What? That's crazy, but both of those abilities. And for like, for not having to pay like anything. Just on play. Wild. So, let's see. Well, they have 2K, 2K, 1, and a 2. So they have nothing. I would have blocked that, and then depending on what so then we had these 3. I would have played Uta potentially next turn. Then so wear them down. Let's say they play Sabo, but they only have 1, 2, 3. So they're gonna block all 3 of our attacks if they needed to, and then the following turn. Well, if I dropped Uta, then there's nothing they would have been able to do. Because they would have had to drop Sakazuki. But if they drop Sakazuki, that only leaves them with 4. And still not another blocker that is the way too early build for Law, and there's us kind of beating. We beat the Mirror, we beat Yamato, we beat Moria. So a couple different decks. Again, I don't know anything about the OP06 like leaders, so I have no idea what to expect or exactly how to play against them. But if Moria is basically just like Sakazuki, and based on this, it looks like yeah. So they have, you may return bottom of your deck here up to one character with a cost of 2 or less. Okay. So the good news for us with their abilities and stuff though is so they just have the built-in recycle. So instead of like Rebecca and Mancherry, it looks like they just have it built in for Thriller Bark. So my suggestion, I guess, would just be straight up bottom decking the Thriller Bark characters, and then you pretty much cripple them because then they can't utilize their ability. But obviously they'll like Rob Lucci and stuff. It's a bit annoying, but if they don't have, I don't know, if they don't have like Rebecca and stuff to recycle Rob from their trash, then you can straight up just, I guess, KO Rob and then just focus on bottom decking the Thriller Bark stuff, so that way they can't get Thriller Bark from their trash. That's all I could kind of think of though, at least from first glance, especially if this is going to be like a decent deck. But we can play so fast with LOL though. This is nuts. Like how fast, like all the combos, I'm able to just absolutely rip people just from the go. Like playing all this stuff. Like we dropped this, got the card out, brought in another one. We're just flying around. There's not a whole lot they can do. Then especially too if with our other stuff. Like this is crazy. This is really fun, and especially putting stuff together. This thing, Cisco, and yeah, Yanji is our Borsalino. So obviously he's just gonna be sitting at 6k. So the cool thing though is he's just permanent 6k. Like Borsalino is only on opponent's turn, but for us he's just gonna be a permanent like 6k, just all like the entire time unless you're playing like the Mirror. But there's no other deck that's gonna be lower than Dawn. So that's sick. And then yeah, our other core card's still there. And then yeah, the film stuff is kind of nice because again, this helps our like the search card helps our draw issue as well. Because being able to search and pull another film, there's that. And then yeah, Reiju obviously just gives us 2 if you have less Don and then 5 cards. And obviously how aggressive and stuff we play with putting characters out, especially like my play style. This card is like perfect because I love just absolutely turn 2 ripping down a character using an ability immediately, and being able to do stuff like that is sick. So yeah, way too early build with RP Law for OP06, but I mean, I've been just ripping these other decks right now with Law, so it's pretty sick. But again, I don't know what to expect though. It's way too early, like early days, for any of this to actually be able to put something together and know if it's like good because I've been planning on looking into the OP06 decks for a while still, so I don't exactly know at all what to expect, what's going to be in them, so it's just kind of adjusting from there. But we're looking good so far. It feels good, and yeah, beating some of the top leaders that I know of Yamato and Moria feel good. And yeah, there's a fun little video for you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.